Go. Call to order the St. Lawrence County Industrial Development Agency. Roll call.
Mr. Blevins.
Here.
Mr. Hall.
Here.
Mr. Levack.
Here.
Mr. McMahon.
I am here.
Mr. Morrow.
Here.
Mr. Reagan.
Here.
Mr. Staples.
Here. The public notice was posted June 19th. Is there any public comment? No public, no comment. Financial report for February, March, and April. That's the minutes. I apologize, sir.
I move to accept the report on the public, of the minutes.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
When you've got these lenses, you go right past them. Financial report, February 2024, March 2024, April 2024. Or a motion to accept?
So move.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
Okay, if you go to page 3 of your packet, that's your February highlight sheet. You will see that pilot revenue was collected that is later then dispersed to the jurisdictions. We also paid about $58,000 out in ARPA awards. Page 11 of your packet is your March highlight sheet. You will see that we had project fees received. We also had the first installment of St. Lawrence County Economic Development revenue received. And you can also see under the expenses that your pilots were then distributed to the jurisdictions according to the pilot agreements. Page 19 of your packet is your April highlight sheet. We paid out approximately $107,000 of ARPA during April and had multiple other normal expenses and revenues incoming. If anybody has any specific questions, I'm glad to answer them for you.
Is there any ARPA money left?
Yes, there is ARPA money left, and I believe that will be discussed later when we're at the ARPA resolution for approval.
The pilots, it looks like we had 207,000 in February. Did we have more than that in?
Well, most of it,
January?
some of it came in January, some of it came in
Okay.
early February. By the end of February, everything that was received was then distributed according to the pilot agreements to the jurisdictions. So at this point, it's a wash. Everything in went out.
Right, okay. We had 200,000 collected and 470 dispersed.
We start billing in.
We start billing in early January, late January. Some people wait till the very last minute and some people wait a little longer than that to get it to us, but in the end, it was 0-0.
Thanks.
We have to remit it to the jurisdiction within 30 days of receipt.
That's why it's staggered across multiple months.
Any further discussion on the financial report? All the question, all in favor?
Aye.
All against? Pass it unanimously. Committee reports, nominating committee.
I'd like to go off the record for 5 minutes. I want to go off the record for 5 minutes,
Is that an executive session that you want to do, or?
kind of like, because on this don't we, before we've got these nominated, isn't it your position and the law? Our lawyer's position should be on this?
No, this is just.
Yes, this?
Board officers.
Okay, back on the record. All right. After a discussion with Lynn and advice from Mr. Reagan, the nominating committee offers the following slate of officers. Brian Staples, chair, Lynn Blevins, vice chair, Ernie Levack. Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
I was pleased that Mr. Levack would listen to my recommendation and overcome his own misgivings.
Staff report, Patrick Kelly.
The former Messina School of Business, as an update, we are on schedule to bid the project in late July to early August. We expect bids in late August to early September, with a plan for demolition to begin in mid to late September. Some events and activities we've participated in, just to keep you aware, Lori attended the Fort Trump Career Fair May 16th. She will be at the next one on August 1st. Brian and Bob attended the CanSec Security Show in Ottawa on May 29th, the Accelerate Ottawa event on June 4th, and the Montreal Manufacturing Trade and Technology Show June 18th. We also recently attended the OBPA Essential Air presentations, the Empire State Development Consolidated Funding Award Workshop, the North Country Alliance Annual Meeting, and the St. Lawrence County Chamber Tourism Dinner. Just letting you know, we are out there and active.
Doing further state award?
I'm looking for a local one.
Local one, okay.
The School of Business, the timeline you laid out, tearing that down in mid to late September,
Yes.
is that realistic?
It's what the plan called for, we're on plan, and we believe so.
Who's scheduled to tear it down? The village?
No, we'll have to bid that out.
Bid that out.
Get a contractor.
You're bidding it out with bids due in August, did you say?
Yes, bids, I expect bids be in late August or early September.
I'm getting that question.
Yep, when is the thing? And then the challenge with taking it down, as has been explained to me by people who know more about these things than I do, is because we're trying to preserve the facade. Rather than it being a very, quick knockdown, drag out, there's gonna be some work around securing the facade, the supporting structures, but we hope to have this done this year. At least the external demolition and preservation work.
Who will
Go ahead.
own it?
The-
The village will own it.
We are coordinating with the village, with the adjoining property owners, with our project team, so we're trying to keep everybody moving. in.
And did you say you're gonna be you were part of meetings on essential air, or did
We
I?
attended the essential air presentations. So the OBPA hosted the 3 differing airlines who presented service bids. We thank them.
You say, what's that? Got to do with tearing down a building and,
It's a separate issue.
Oh,
I had 2 questions.
I have questions about that too.
Okay. You carry on. It's your meeting.
Just,
Good question for me.
yes,
Okay,
well, you're talking about the airline.
yes.
My question is, I think the current airline flying has about 50 seats. All smaller planes, and
35.
Breeze Airlines has 160 or so. They're going to fly fewer flights.
They have different proposals for different locations that they may go to. I don't believe it's fewer flights compared to right now.
I get the impression it
It's
was.
1 a day, I think, so maybe there may be 2 a day now, but
Just do it now.
yeah, so it's 1 a day. Plus, they're looking at additional destinations, so you watch, I don't know what to compare.
Has anybody investigated Breeze Airlines? Good question to ask.
Lynn Blevins was reappointed to the IDA board by the county board of legislators.
Unanimously. I've seen Breeze Airlines land at every airport.
We also just.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just finished our, I think it was our 4th Center for Entrepreneurial Leadership class here with 7 individuals. We've now had 29 different people who completed that course. We have a business to business peer mentoring course that we host here in partnership with Sue Canton, with SUNY Buffalo. There's a number of other committee members who are involved in that, where it gives business owners, business executives the opportunity to work together on networking and problem solving within the business. It's a fairly intensive class. It lasts 4, 5, 6 months, 6 months. So we're pretty proud that we've had almost 30 people go through that course. We'll be running another one early next year.
Does that cost us anything?
No, we have some sponsorships that help pay for it. We charge, there's a cost to the participants.
Right.
Ours is just hosting, and then a significant amount of staff time goes into recruiting, and then Lori works every time they're here setting them up, and works with the team that puts the event on. John Pinkerton, who was a bit of a moderator and has a pretty active role in the class. This was their slogan is tap your potential. TAP, named after Thomas A. Plastino. This was a big important thing to Tom. He had seen they were doing it. Michael brought it to our attention that it was something that's done in Western New York. And Tom worked very hard.
University of Buffalo, did you say?
Yeah,
Very cool.
The University at Buffalo School of Management Center for Entrepreneurial Leadership.
Are there any success stories that we shared, or since we're on the record, that isn't appropriate perhaps?
What I will say is the participants who've gone through it universally speak positively about the experience. And there's been a range, you know, we've got one or two person, very small businesses, you know, sole proprietors, all the way up to people with, some have over, hundreds of employees. It's been a pretty wide range of class participants. And they've all, I think, they become advocates for the program and a good referral source for new class members.
What's the cost?
It's $500 per individual, and then depending on if we use different sponsorships or sometimes we use money funds, we talk about that. But once, we're gonna be doing an event, a reunion / recruitment event in probably Lori, mid-October.
Yep.
So we will invite everybody here, so if you want to learn more, you're certainly welcome. It's interesting. That's it. Any further questions?
Old business are being done, none, new business is two resolutions. First, authorizing applications through the American Rescue Plan Act Economic Development and Tourism Funding Program. Second, discussion.
I would recommend an executive session so we can discuss the financial credit or employment history of particular persons or corporations. And also the proposed acquisition and sale of the piece of real property.
So moved.
Second. No. Okay, we're out of executive session. The resolution authorizing allocations to the American Rescue Plan Act and Economic Development for the funding program. I believe we've got a second.
Second.
Discussion? Being no discussion, all vote.
Aye.
Votes unanimously. It passes. Second resolution, approving resolution of Rocco Messina LLC. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
This is Bianca's company.
Correct. Discussion.
So exhibit A is the summary sheet. This is the former J.J. Newberry building at 2830 Main Street in downtown Messina. This involves some demolition work, refurbishing, and then the adaptive reuse of the vacant and vacant building into a mixed-use facility providing office, retail, and residential space on the upper level. The assistance requested is a mortgage reporting tax exemption and a sales tax exemption. The estimated total value of each is approximately $163,000. We had a public hearing, you have the record of that.
Of each or one? So there's one exemption to that amount?
Two exemptions.
Totally?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, this is part of the Messina DRI. We talked about the importance of these downtown rehabilitation projects. We have been through the building. It joins the School of Business space that we are working on, putting in that corridor and that connection from the back of the parking lot area, the Riverwalk area to Main Street. This is a big project and it's probably the most visible location in downtown Messina.
Is it publicly or privately owned?
Privately.
Privately owned. So it
Run
will run
by
by Dover. Right, so, whatnot, so it'll have a tax base.
Yes, and there's not.
So the way it works is they have to spend the money and then they get exempted on tax.
Yes, the material, and they, we will give them a,
Not an actual, we are not giving them any money. We are allowing them to not have to pay taxes in just on sales tax and mortgage tax and to help them move forward on this project.
Correct. How does our Messina number feel?
Very good. That's, it is highly visible and highly unattractive right now.
So let's talk about numbers of employment.
this is just on the shell building itself, there's not.
To redevelop the building.
Correct.
No employment tax, but
Not, there's no, he's not gonna, he is hoping to develop it, have that in employment, but it'd be two separate.
Just separate.
now.
Okay.
If you go to Messina, This developer has, he's done gristmill. I don't know, I think it's under a different corporate name.
There may be a separate LLC, but it's essentially the GoCo Ventures.
Right, and then, the builder he had working on it is the same one who did the grist mill and, what do they call it, building on corner of Water and Main. But he's done
Mercantile building?
mercantile, they've done nice work, I'm not sure if this builder will do the same building, but he's been part of the plans and part of the operation to this point. So we're hopeful that, and there's some very nice plans for the BRI, what the school business and what this building will look like at the end of the day, so.
And this will improve the downtown, which is major important.
Yeah. Yep.
All
So right now, it's an empty building,
Correct.
and how long has it been empty?
My daughter was still doing plans 10 years ago, and the roof was leaking, yeah. So maybe that was the last time it was touched.
So, you know, in terms of this, our assistance is gonna help redevelop an empty building that's been deteriorating for a long time and, help get it back into productive use.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
and it doesn't actually cost us anything to provide this assistance.
All in favor?
I,
All opposed? Passes unanimously. Do we have a meeting for executive session? We do not.
Move to adjourn.
I heard the motion to adjourn.
Second.